Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Turkey. Actually, it's the neo-Ottoman Empire we were playing. This is part 5 of that particular series, so we're loading the end of part 4. And we're just going to start the game where we left off. So the neo-Ottoman Empire is, of course, changed the government to a fascist government. Now, let's have a look at what we are doing at the moment in terms of our efforts. We're investing into a focus at the moment. Let's have a brief look at what we got here in Bulgaria. There is no faction at the moment. We can actually boost the fascist party there. I think that'd be an interesting thing to do. And we can also improve our situation with them. Let's leave that for the moment. Let's just focus on our technology, which is due in, well, at least the first one is due in about 33 days. I would ideally want to go for Greece when I can. Close by. Got lots of resources I could use. Are there any resources here I could use? Am I looking at the right icon? It's the resource map. It does look like it. So this is Syria, which is occupied by France at the moment. Lebanon. So different amounts of population. So what I want to do, I want to see if the war between Germany and the West starts. If I can take over this section here. Will actually bring me straight into contact with England, won't it? Conundrums. Okay. France has guaranteed the independence of Poland. Anyways, let's get the clock rolling. Not sure how long it will be before we will get into any type of war. It is Slovakia. And they are part of the Axis. They're a puppet state of Germany at the same time. Western and Eastern Slovakia. Okay. When's the next election here, by the way? My focus has finished. And Germany has declared war upon Poland. Alright, let's have a look at our focuses. We've just completed this aviation effort number 2. I will probably want to go for the land doctrine one. Let's just double check that. I could of course go for the military youth. Yeah, let's go for that. I can't get that one yet. I need 50 factories for that one. I need to have a look at how many factories I actually have. Let's have a look at our factory numbers. So number of factories that I've got dedicated to the individual tasks. So I got 20 factories that are civilian. My apologies for that. And I've got a fair number of factories that are military. Not as many, of course. I only got 7. So yeah, by far, I'm very, very far away from the 50 that they were talking about there. Anyway, the war has started here. I will probably want to join the Axis sooner or later. Italy joins the offensive in the German-Polish War. Let's have a look. Are they at war with... They're at war with France as well. Poland has joined the Allies. Okay. Britain declares war as well now. Does the same apply for Italy? It does. I've got numerous planes in reserve. Quite happy with that. Let's have a look at all of our planes that we got in existence. We got a new technology slot at our disposal. Let's carry on around the line that we were going down, I think. Let's have a brief look at the other ones here. 1939. Let's maybe get the radio stations in place. I'm saying in place. I mean, get it researched. Again, my apologies for the cough. Still haven't gotten rid of that tickly cough there, but okay. Land doctrine. That's a long way down. So let's see. 1939. I can actually research this new weapon. I should have done that earlier. Far earlier. What's happened in the world? Spain has sent volunteers. The Hungary has sent volunteers. Is Hungary part of the Axis yet? I'm not sure. Hungary. They are not part of the Axis yet. Why not? I don't know. Why do I need to justify my war goal? I don't know. In the past you could just declare war. And I thought that was one of the things that a fascist state could quite easily do like that. So if I were to join the faction there, what would the consequence be? It would basically increase world tension by 0.58%. Is it percent? I don't know. Is it percent? Could be. Could be that it's not. Let's just get into the faction itself and let's see what the consequences are. So now part of the Axis. Perfect. Not a technology that we can actually research. I want to get my engineering companies up and running. Does it now make it any easier for me to get into war with these guys? Still not. What do I need to go through to justify a war? I want to conquer them and I want to get my hands on... Let's say I want to get my hands on Tras. It'll take me an X number of days. The numbers of days doesn't reduce depending on the size of the area, it looks like. Again, apologies. Which one do you want to take? Let's say we want to take this sector here. 33 in terms of political power. 33, it doesn't matter. They're all the same, it looks like. Aegean Isles. We've started a war goal, okay. The fall of Warsaw, Poland didn't stand a chance. Wow, that went quickly. That went quickly. We're still fighting here. Van Rundstedt. more Van Rundstad, which is tanks in this instance. There is quite a bit of fighting going on. Let's get the clock rolling again. I guess I'm just overrunning the Poles. The British are on board. The British have landed troops here, it looks like. Ooh. Spanish guy. Venezuelan. Okay, well it doesn't really affect us at the moment. We do see a substantial build-up of troops in this area here. Now, are we at war with anyone at the moment? It doesn't say that we are. We're trying to boost the fascist party in Bulgaria. It's 46% at the moment. Now we do have a shortage of steel. So we just got a new focus that we completed. What's the next one we're going to go for? I guess the equipment effort here. Japan joins the Axis. Again, apologies. So, the United Kingdom guarantees the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. Is guaranteed by France. Okay, that reduces world tension. Interesting. Okay. What's happening in Poland in the meantime? There's still some fighting occurring there. Not much. They've just rounded it all up. The last bit of fighting really is happening in the north. Where they're fighting against a British general, Oliver Lisi. So how close to our own goal are we now? Does it say over here? 11th of March 1940. Perfect. Are we still building any troops? We're only building some of the actual mountaineering troops, it looks like. Oops, no, I don't want to do that one. I want to basically just add additional units to here. And with that, I want to do that in this section here. Bring this up to, let's say, 4 I want to do there. So the USSR occupies eastern Poland. Soviet troops have occupied eastern Poland officially for the purpose of protecting Belarusian and Ukrainian minorities from the chaos that follows the collapse of the Polish government. German forces have withdrawn from these areas in good order, resulting in Poland's effectively partitioning between two different powers. Okay, has that done anything in terms of the... No, it's not changed world tension as such. But of course on the map itself we see that line is now drawn over here as opposed to over here where it would have been drawn otherwise. Let's get the clock rolling again. Changing the numbers slightly. Call to arms from Japan, and Japan calls us to arms against... They want our help in Manchukuo? Oh, sorry, they've got allies Manchukuo, and they've got enemies, Chinese people in China. How do they want my help there? They're losing, it looks like. They're not doing well at all. Wow. Ah, Germany's got troops in my territory now. Where are they heading? It doesn't say, does it? Let's do it. We've joined the offensive. Now we are at war. So who are we at war with at the moment? Where can we see that? So we're at war with China. Good. Kind of like I expected. So how do I get my troops over there? Well, I've got troop ships, of course. There's no way of training these guys, is there? Nope, it doesn't look like there is. Haven't got any surplus troops anywhere. I do have some additional troops here which I can deploy. Probably want to deploy these guys to the Eastern Front as well. Alright, let's see what I can take in terms of troops from here. So let's say I take these... how do I do that? No, not like that. Let's say I take this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, together with this guy, and I basically take them out. And I put them together in a new army. And let's call that new army my expeditionary forces. Desert Fox is not what I'm looking for, it's this guy here I want. So I want to put them into a port city of mine. Where have I got a port? Is that the port over here? Yes, it is. New theater, yes, perfect. And let's call this my expeditionary forces, I guess. Perfect, my expeditionary force. Good. Now I do have some airplanes around, lying around, don't I? No, not over here. Where are they? So I've got some fighters, which are fighter Mark 1s. Where are we at the moment with these troop guys? Let's see if I can bring them over to this territory here. They're fighting over there. I want my planes in a relatively safe place. So where is a relatively safe place up here? Shanghai. Okay. Plus, have I got more close air support units as well? Yes, I do. I'll fly those to Shanghai as well. In terms of my actual production, am I actually building any close air support units? I'm not. So I do want to build some more. Okay, let's go home. So finish some more research here, it looks like. there's nothing in this section here I can do anything with. Ground support. I could research that. Let's have a brief look at the actual planes themselves. This looks like it's 1940. But I've got a reduction on there. So let's research that. 55 days. My entire expeditionary force is ready there. Now if I want to basically bring that over to this side of the world, what do I need to do for that? Let's bring him over here. That should be fine. I'm not at war with Britain or anything yet, so they shouldn't really interfere with me. In terms of my transports, I'm using 15 for transferring of troops. So in terms of production, I've got more submarines I'm building. Okay, good. Alright, the Greeks are getting anxious, which is fine. I've got more Italians there. The Germans are forming along the border here, it looks like now. The Germans are actually fighting in Africa as well, it looks like. Fairly substantial numbers. So the British are attacking with 2 units. They are turning the tide here, it looks like. Ooh, what's happening here? The Italians are being driven out of their African holdings down here, it looks like. I guess. We're still on our boats, which is fine. Cool. Our fighters and such have arrived. Our fighters I can put in the air. I can intercept anything. And these guys here, maybe I shouldn't have sent them over, particularly since I actually haven't got any spares of these planes. Let's actually put them back into our own territory. Are the Germans going to carry through with this plan? Japanese diplomats are in Berlin. A new partnership is developed between Tokyo and Berlin. Negotiations have begun for a pact between the two states, citing both strategic interest and values shared. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we've completed a focus. I want to get my next focus up and running, which I'll take my military youth here. It should give me additional manpower. Luxembourg joins the Allies, and the German Reich declares war on Luxembourg. Okay, and I can research the next item here. I can go for the radio stations there, which I'm not really too interested in, but I am interested in this entry here. Not too much else to be done here. Any news on my expeditionary forces? They're still en route. The German Reich has declared war on the Netherlands. Netherlands joins the Allies. Let's have a look at what's happening here in Europe then. Is Germany invading Holland? It looks like they are indeed at war here. Not really in overwhelming numbers. It looks like the Dutch had briefly invaded part of Germany, but Germany is striking back. Am I almost there? Am I almost there? It is taking a sweet amount of time. Alright, so what am I getting? Unfulfilled import requests. Rubber from Holland. Okay. So where can I source rubber from then? So let's have a look at the rubber option. So that's not working. So who would be willing to trade with me? Brazil. How much rubber do I need? That's a good question. I need 1. So yes, might be quite happy with Brazil fulfilling that need for me. What else am I short of? It's only rubber. Germany wants our help in their war efforts. Allies are Slovakia and Italy. Enemies are United Kingdom, France, Poland, British, Raj, etc. etc. Is that because I guess they can't invade over there unless they are at war? Okay, so let's... Should we or should we not? Well, they call us to arms and we are part of the Axis, so I guess we're kind of forced to. The only problem I've got with that is my ships are still en route. Venezuela wants to send 3 divisions as volunteers to help us out. Well, you're more than welcome to. Same goes for Hungary. Same goes for Spain. Volunteer forces are in transit. We're at war with various different parties. Poland has lost. Italy's not doing too well. Can't do anything with that yet. Where are my submarines? There. Are they in Istanbul? Really? Okay. I've got a fighter wing somewhere here in terms of my air force. So let's have a brief look where my air force might be. So they're not over here. I've got 1 unit stationed here, which is not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the other one, which is this one in Istanbul. Hold on. That's the wrong one I'm looking at. Sorry, I'm in Istanbul and I'm focused on Asia Minor. Is that right? Asia Minor. Yes, and I want to basically do interceptions. Where am I in terms of the Greek? I am almost there. That should be May, isn't it? Yes, 11th of March. Available planes in reserve. Yeah, fine. Good. I've got loads of old style fighters in my reserve, it looks like. The Netherlands has capitulated. Alright. I want some additional units from the Eastern Front to move towards my Southern Front. So how can I do that? Just select individual units, I guess. Yes, I want to unassign that one, and I want to take that one and unassign it as well. I'm going to take this guy at the same time as well. Cool, my fighters have been completed in terms of research. So if I now basically look at my fighters here, at the moment I've got fighters Mark 1. In terms of reliability and everything, they are doing pretty okay. 88% reliable. But I want to start building the Mark 2s. Let's have a look at their figures briefly. In terms of reliability, they are at 80%. I want to boost that. So I can actually boost it because, of course, I've got some points to spend. Taking that up to 88. I guess I will have to. And I'll take that to be the Mark 1s. Or Mark 2. Okay. Right, I think for this length of this session, it's a good time to basically save this away as being Let's Play number 5. Hopefully you enjoyed this session. And hopefully I'll be able to see you on the next one. Thanks again for joining me, and till next time.